What team is going to get the automatic berth in the Mountain West Conference tournament out there in Sin City, being played at the Thomas and Mack Center? We already had San Jose State knock off Wyoming early today, really in convincing fashion. And also another blowout, the 7th seed Nevada took down Fresno State in Game 2. Game 3 again underway right now. UNLV and Air Force, and that spread at 9 points with a runner Rebs ahead, and that would be the exclamation point on the first round. But Horvey, the big boys have yet to play in this event. Of course, New Mexico took the regular season. The younger Pitino. We talked to Matt McCall earlier. He likes the Lobos to eventually win the title ladder trophy of the case. Are you going to fade or follow them? And if you're going to fade them, who do you like?
Yeah, I've taken some darts with these conference championships, but I'm actually going to go with the chalk, with the favorite here, man. So last year, Matt Norlander from CBS did the March Madness mixtape where every single head coach chose their favorite band. And me and Richard Pitino have something in common. We're both fire dancers. We're both big Dave Matthews fans. So I'm all in. I already love his dad on and off the floor. Wish I played for Pitino, back in the early 2000s. But I like this New Mexico team, man. I'm actually a little surprised at the price, plus 250. I'll go chalk here. Favored to win the conference tournament for the second consecutive year. I know they have the best player in the conference, and Donovan Dent. The guy could go for 25 in every single game, averages 20 this season. They lead the Mountain West in defensive rating, 95.3. Since January 17th, my mom's birthday, happy birthday, Mom, New Mexico's the 35th ranked team in the country. If you're looking at Bartorvik, 15th in defensive efficiency in the country, so they're getting better. And also, it's not just Dent. Like, they could get buckets from multiple guys. Nelly Jr. Joseph, he's on my first team all-name. He averages almost 14 a game and 11 boards from Nigeria. I like Mustafa. They just got dudes, man. So I like them, and I think that they might even be capable of winning a couple games in the NCAA tournament. So I agree, man. I like the Lobos here a lot, plus 250.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ram It in Colorado State. Again, the pride of Fort Collins. This team is just playing so damn hot right now.
Yep.
And how sizzling have they been? Well, they're number 19 in the country in Puerto Rico the last 30 days. The next highest team in that measurement from the Mountain West is Utah State at number 37. So far and away, that's how, searing they have been. Nick Clifford is a guy that goes out there, mess around, drop 25, 30, 35 points on you. He just gets buckets galore. That's why they are number 1 in the country over the last 8 games, an effective field goal percentage offense. And again, in the country, folks, where they're shooting 58.4% from 2, and I can't believe this number is real, 46.4% from 3. 46.4% from 3, where 42.7% of their shots are coming from Horvat. So they're a high-volume three-point shooting team, and they're netting them all over the place right now. Better than a 46% clip. Very good on defensive glass as well. They have some decent size. They have some additional scorers that really support Clifford. They're not the deepest team, but Nico Medved can absolutely coach his tail off. They're a cohesive unit. And they are just, a team that they've won 7 of the last 8 games heading in the postseason. So they're peaking at the right time. So the fact I got them at open at plus 425, that shaved 50 cents off. They're right now at plus 375 at BetMGM. They're my pick to potentially steal a bid, maybe from the likes of a Texas, for example, and make it in the big dance. I do have them as a member of my first 4 out right now, but I think Colorado State ultimately is going to have to at least get to the title game. And if they do that, maybe they're going to be in the conversation for an at-large bid as a number 2 seed. They would likely knock off Utah State in that event out of the quarter 1. I think ultimately they really have got to win this thing, and that will guarantee that they get in. But, they're going to be very much on the fence if they cannot pull it off against potentially younger Pitino and the New Mexico Lobos. So for me, Colorado State is a play. What's your value play?
Well, hey, I mean, it's not much value because it's only plus 350, but hell, it's plus 350, right? So I'm going all chalk. Like I said, I took New Mexico, and I'm with you, man, on this Rams team. And I'm with you on Nico Medved. Even though he's from Minnesota, I think he's definitely one of the best coaches in that conference, probably number 2, right behind Pitino. But I think he should be getting a better job next year. Since February 17th, you already said it, one of the hottest teams in the country, 7-0 straight up and against the spread. Torvik has them right now the 10th best team in the country, second in the Mountain West in offensive efficiency. So I'm with you, man. I think this is a two-team race, meaning watch, San Jose State will end up making a run or something like that. But I'm with you. It's Lobos pick number 1 and then Rams number 2. I don't think you could go wrong with either bet.
Yeah, and I'll make the argument for San Diego State as value selection as well. I mean, they're priced at 6-1, right?
Yeah.
And this team, we know they have the coaching goods there in Brian Dutcher. They play a half-court oriented style, and they slow you down on purpose because they really want to dig in defensively. They do a tremendous job in that capacity. You look at San Diego State, the last 30 days are number 17 in the country in adjusted defensive efficiency, giving up 0.947 points per possession. They're first in a turnover on 20% of opponent possessions. And they're also only allowing 48.1% inside the arc and 32.2% outside of it. Now, offensively, Miles Byrd is a guy that can split you and splash. He can score from all over the place. It's the connective tissue, his teammates that never know what you're going to get really on a night-in, night-out basis. That's why this team is number 87 in adjusted offensive efficiency over the 8-game stretch. But San Diego State, if they can catch fire offensively, could be a team that wins a couple of games. Sure, they're in the conversation, but man, they got a coin toss matchup tomorrow against Boise State, a team firmly on the bubble, though I have San Diego State firmly in right now as a projected 10 seed. We're going to talk about that game a little bit later on, but no love for Utah State. The biggest downside with that team, and I think Horvat would agree, they don't defend.
They don't play any defense. Yeah, and that's the thing. When we get to tournament season, man, I'll play a couple teams that play no defense in the regular season at the right price. But when we get to tourney time, absolutely not.
Yep, I totally agree with you. Got to have balance if you're going to get far in any kind of single elimination format.